Welcome everyone joining us on Facebook and through our YouTube channel. Wherever you are in the world, we welcome you here in community. We're going to give another minute or so for those still logging onto our Zoom room to come in, as always. But you are welcome to begin your practice while we wait. Okay. I'll keep a half an eye open for those who are still logging onto Zoom, but we are starting officially now. Even though you know that I don't believe meditation starts the moment I say that. Meditation started long before. Long before. It started the moment where today you debated whether to join or not. That's when it started. That's when it's the moment where you start looking at that thought and all the thoughts that tell you, not today, too busy today, can't do it today, I'll catch up tomorrow, it's no big deal. All the stories the mind brings forth because the mind doesn't like meditation. Just to sit doing nothing for even 30 minutes, it's so hard. So it tries everything it can to avoid practicing. Too tired, hungry, it's not the right time. All of those arising. So meditation really starts the moment these stories and counter stories are arising in your consciousness, where you look and see that they are just stories. And then you practice hatmada, persistence. And persistence brings you here every time we meet. 4 times a week for 30 minutes. Because that's what you do. Regardless of what the mind says or all the opportunities to schedule something right at that time or whatever else might show up to distract you, to keep you busy. That's when meditation begins. So for some of you, it might have been just as you woke up this morning. For some of you, it might even have been last night when you started to think about what you were going to do about this meditation tomorrow. Whatever the thought was, whenever it arises first, just look at it. It's your practice right there. So here we are. And we're going to start with a threefold Shalom chant. And finding your breath, gently shifting awareness onto the breath, bringing the flashlight to illuminate the sensations of the breath as it comes in, as it goes out, as it touches the walls of the nostrils, cool and refreshing coming in, warm and healing going out. What is the breath? Is the breath just the sensations in the nostrils we pay attention to, or is there more to it? As we observe the air coming in, the sensations begin with the nostrils, but they don't end there. If we look carefully, we might find that we are able to follow the breath as it touches the back of the throat, as the lung expand in our chest, as the belly rises and then collapses, as the air is breathed out, as the chest also collapses and the warmth comes through the throat, into the nostrils and out around us. Can we pay close attention to all the sensations of the breath? Where is the breath? Nose, throat, chest, belly. Where does it begin? If we pay close attention, we might start to feel where the diaphragm first moves, pulling down on the lungs, causing them to expand. And as they expand, they draw in the air from outside. And as they expand, they also push down, causing the belly by displacement to rise. But what causes the diaphragm to first make the first move, if you'd like? It's interesting when we start deeply observing all the sensations, how so much is involved in the simple act of breathing. And we realize that as the diaphragm is that which in fact triggers each breath. And we don't know what causes that to happen, to make that diaphragm move. See, we often associate breathing with the sensations in the mouth, the nose, the throat. And so we feel that we are the ones breathing. That somehow we are the ones causing these sensations to happen. We don't think of this little diaphragm down there. So we take ownership, authorship of the breath. One of my favorite Advaita non-dual teacher calls the ego the separate sense of self, calls it the FSA, the false sense of authorship. I often add the FSO, the false sense of ownership. It is that part of the mind that in telling the story around sensations claims its authorship. I breathe. But when we start to look deeply at all the functions of the body, there is no I. No one is breathing. Only the mind claims authorship. But it is a false claim. When the mind is not engaged when we sleep, or engage in doing the dreaming, the breathing still happens. But there is no one doing breathing. Meditation helps us dismantle by simply looking. This false sense of authorship. We look at the thoughts and we say, I am thinking. But here we are in meditation, practicing every day. Trying to perhaps quiet the thoughts. Stop the thoughts. But as we sit in meditation, we realize thoughts come and go, and there is no controlling what the thoughts are thinking, when or how, or what the content of the thoughts will be. In fact, we notice that by the time there is awareness of any thought, it's already been thought. It's a final product. I am not thinking. It is a false claim of authorship that I am thinking. There is no I doing thinking. There is no I, no me, no mine. No ownership. No I. No me. No mine. No I. No me. No mine. So just observe. Just observe. Nothing that you observe is you. Nothing that you observe belongs to you. Just observe. Just remain aware. Aware and breathing, aware and relaxing. No I. No me. No mine. And as we gently transition out of our practice, we slip back into our FSA. We come to embody again that separate sense of self. We pretend, as the language we use forces us to, that we are the ones taking a couple of deeper breaths. This separate entity that is me, taking a couple of deeper breaths. And then stretching. If I feel the need to do so. And there's nothing wrong with that. This is a level of consciousness that is shared. And therefore, if, quote unquote, we want to be part of living at that level of consciousness as well, then we engage in the play with the rules of the play as written. But then there are a few of us engaged in this practice who begin to realize more and more that this is just a play that has these specific rules. And so we're less caught into the drama. We become a little more free to kind of see it for what it is and not be so attached one way or another, collapsed in the story it tells. And for now, we share whatever benefit we have received, whatever gift we have received with all beings. This little shalom. Modani, thank you.
Modani, we'll see you tonight.
Tonight and tomorrow.
Modani, I'll see you tonight as well.
Thank you. Till tonight.
Thank you, Olivier. See you tonight.
Take care, everyone. We'll
Did
see
you send
later.
out the Did you send out the link? I'm sorry. Did you send out the link for tonight yet?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.